All right, what's going on, Facebook and YouTube world? Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. And if you're not happy, decide to be happy. Look, we're alive right now. There's a lot going on, and there's been a lot going on, but guess what? You still can be happy. So happy Wednesday to you. Greetings, much love and respect. Thank you for joining me and what will be my guest. I have a special guest that I'll be interviewing. It'll be more like a conversation. But before I introduce my guest, I want to acknowledge the fact that this year has been a year, so many events, so many things happening, tragedies from the loss of life, beginning at the top of the year. The first I call tragic event was the loss of Kobe Bryant and his daughter. I believe her name was Gianni, and those other families that were on the helicopter to the coronavirus transmission and the quarantines, lockdowns, gyms closing, mask wearing, people in our families, family members and friends, people dying, the loss of loved ones, people lost their fathers, people lost their mothers, people lost their aunts, people lost their uncles, people lost cousins, some young people, not just the elderly, but some younger people, lost their lives as a result of being infected by the coronavirus and having died from COVID-19. So there's been a lot going on to, of course, the loss of life of George Floyd and Breonna, what's the young lady's name? It's Breonna Taylor. There's been a lot of tragedy. There's been so much going on this year that has been tragic. The isolation, the social isolation. And of course, as a result of George Floyd's death, the black man that was jogging, and forgive me if the names of everyone is escaping me, but we all know who I'm talking about. So many African Americans have lost their lives this year from police excessive force and violence, and the subsequent protests and demonstrations that have ensued. This has been a year. So this interview today is about how we can have fun. We deserve some fun. If you believe me, if you are in agreement, let me see some hearts and some likes. It is time for us to enjoy life again, even in the midst of the coronavirus. Do we need to be cautious? Yes, we need to be cautious. We need to adopt a plant-based eating style, fortify God's biology, boost your immune system, wear your mask, do what you need to do. But by all means, this coming Sunday, I got something for you, and I know you're going to come out. So listen up, folks. I got a special guest I'm going to interview. My main man, with a master plan, a series coming up this Sunday. Man, we deserve some fun. Oh my God, we deserve to come together. Don't get too close now. Not unless I know you. Don't get too close. Have your mask on before you talk to me. So listen, folks, this is a period for us to get back to living, enjoying life, happiness, and someone who's become a friend has a special event. I'm referring to Mr. Vegan Love Culture. I'm referring to a man who has had a vision and decided to launch that vision and provide us with an event this coming Sunday that's going to allow us to let our hair down. For you who have hair, you're gonna let your hair down, and for those of us who don't, just let the sun shine on your head. But this man, Morathi Howie, CEO and founder of Vegan Love Culture, has a very, very special and timely event this coming Saturday. I'm going to be there. I'm believing and knowing you're going to be there, but wear your mask now, and he's going to tell you too. So without further ado, I'm going to bring my friend, a vegan influencer, and the person who is bringing to you the Vegan Vibe Music or Vegan Vibe Marketplace Series. Morathi Howie, welcome to the Plant-Based Day platform. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, Shabaka, man. I'm doing great, man. Glad to be on, man. Glad to be on, brother. Peace,
Yeah.
everybody in Charlotte. How y'all doing in surrounding areas?
Yes, indeed. So thanks for taking out time. We took off this morning. Morathi, for many of you don't know, him and I, we've been training together. We've been working out. We've become vegan fitness pals and friends. And this morning was like our day off from
Yeah.
South Carolina. So I want to welcome you on, Morathi. I think that what you're doing, what you're launching this coming Sunday couldn't have come at a better time. And as you heard me say, this year, man, has been a year. The social isolation, the loss of Kobe and his daughter and those family members in the helicopter crash, coronavirus, the isolation, loss of jobs, loss of life. People lost family members, man. It really hit home when I started seeing Facebook posts. So I wanna commend you for the courage to say, you know what, we got to get back to living.
Absolutely.
So I've got some questions because I want everybody to know and understand what the Vegan Vibe Marketplace series is all about. What inspired you to bring the Vegan Vibe Marketplace series to the public? What was the inspiration behind it?
Okay. What inspired me, man, was me and my sister Latisse Howie, who's also a co-founder of the event. My older sister, she's also a public figure for what she does here in Charlotte. She's also a big time author here in Charlotte. We put together an event based off of us being, as you was there at the Veil Tree event, whenever me and my sister had to host the Vegan Soul Food event. And so after we hosted it, me and my sister had a chance to go back home and just kind of debrief over how everything went. And my sister was like, "Hey, Morathi, from what I saw out there, this is my first time actually being at a vegan event. You've done a few yourself, but what do you think about us, infusing music into the vegan scene and having local artists come, having DJs come, and not making it so much more informative, but allowing people to just sit, congregate, and have a good time and listen to good music, listen to DJs, and drink good beer. They want to drink good beer and bring love and unity together. Because one thing about the vegan lifestyle is the great foods that are out there that people will be able to eat. The vegan lifestyle brings a lot of unity and different races together, different creeds of people together. And you infuse that with music, man, and you got a great event. So me and my sister was like, ding dong, ding dong. It was a great idea. And we launched it, man. Just really went out into the waters, man, and said, let's do it. And that's what we did.
That's beautiful, man. Again, I commend you for deciding to go with it, because I would imagine upon thinking about this event, you were considering the transmission of the coronavirus, how some people are reluctant, how people are wearing masks out in public, not just elevators and closed spaces. People are wearing masks out in public.
That's right.
As if outdoors they can contract the virus from the air.
Mm-hmm.
So you have fear, you have still a level of uncertainty. I commend you for deciding to move forward. What would you say to people who might be reluctant?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to them? Because they're looking for fun. They want to have fun. They want to live again. What would you tell them despite the coronavirus? We got to live with it. We
That's
can't
right.
we
Mm-hmm.
can't live under a rock. It's going to be here. So what would you tell those who may be reluctant to come out and start living again? What would you tell them? What do they need to do so they can come out and have fun?
First of all, I'll speak about our event in general and what transpired for us to be able to have the event. Cabarrus Brewery of Concord, North Carolina, they took our event all the way up through local, all the way up to the state of the health department to get it passed for us to be able to have it. So we had a chance to speak with the health inspector, and so the local breweries were able to open back up. And so they were doing, when they opened back up, they were doing food truck Fridays. So they've been doing it ever since. So after having a chance to speak with the health inspector, and we were able to meet whatever guidelines that we needed to meet, they said, okay, it's safe for people to come out, and this is what you have to do. So if you want to come out to the event, you do have to have a mask on, or you have to have a shield on. When you go in to do your shopping, you get your food, you come back out, you sit down, and you can congregate and take your mask off. So I'll speak on it from that level to let people know how what we had to go through to get it passed. So that's what gave us the faith to say, okay, we can go ahead and move forward. One thing that you just heard me say the word faith, so now I'll speak at it from a more personal level of how me and you actually operate our lives. Um, there's a saying that faith and fear can't live in the same. It can't occupy the same space. And I believe that a lot of people have been so caught up into the news about this virus that they haven't paid attention to the fact that they haven't even spoken about the recoveries. They're only giving the deaths and the cases. You can go on to any news station and nobody is talking about all of the recoveries that's happening all the way around the world.
Right.
That's actually tripling the amount of deaths and the cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to ask ourselves that question, that what has the news always represented to us? The news has never given us any good news. They've only given us a bad news. And once you allow that to go into your psyche, it'll keep you in the house and have you actually afraid to even go out and sit outside.
Okay.
And what good does that do when you're not out getting sunlight? If you're not out walking around, allowing your respiratory system to even get air to breathe, or letting your lungs expand the air, that's the natural air that God gave you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tell people that you have to go back into the earth for your nutrition in
Mm-hmm.
order for your body or your healing intelligence to wake up in your body. One thing that me and you do, Shabaka, you're OG. You more than I've been vegan for 22 years. You've been vegan plant-based for 32 years.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that we know and understand is that once you go back into the earth for your nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
your healing intelligence in your body wakes up. That immune system that's laying in your body, that's laying dormant because you haven't been doing the right things. Once you start putting the earth foods back into your body starts to wake up. Your immune system starts to say, hey, okay, the owner of the body is now working for me instead of against me.
Facts.
So once you start to do those things, the exercise, getting the sunlight, eating plant-based foods, your healing intelligence starts to wake up. And that is where our faith comes in, Shabaka.
Right.
We have a faith that we know that we have practiced the right lifestyle in order for us to be okay to go out here and deal with this and be precautious,
Yeah.
but know that we're going to be okay. So I would tell people, just like you tell people, brother, get those watermelons in you, get that fruit in you, get those raw fruits and vegetables in you, drink your smoothies, take your sea moss gel, and work out, and your body will start to feel better, and you'll be able to deal with the virus that really shouldn't supposed to be killing so many people. It should be a virus to go through you, and you should be okay. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
And I appreciate you saying that, because we overstand that the real key to having fun, moving forward, participating in such lovely events as you have coming up this coming Sunday is important because, see, regardless of what the CDC says, regardless of what Dr. Fauci says, no matter what, whenever they give you the green light, that green light to come back in public and participate in this and that, the coronavirus strain 2 is going to be here, living among us. And like you said, and I've been saying it for months, the news has not been covering the recoveries. There are way more recoveries than there are deaths. So it's important for people to go beyond fear, start living. And I appreciate the fact that you decided to move forward with such an event that couldn't happen at a better time. We need to get back to living. We need to, in fact, being at an event like this, they can get vegan food.
Yes.
They can get, what type of music will you showcase this coming Sunday? Let's talk about the music. Right now, man.
Well, man, we decided to kick it off with Afro beats and soca. And we have a dope DJ, 2 dope DJs that's coming out of Atlanta, DJ Thunder and DJ High Def, that will be on the 1s and 2s, man. And we're gonna bring it, man. We're gonna, when those drums get to going and those beats get to going, man, it brings a whole different vibe to it, man. So the first one will be Afro beats and soca. It's gonna be dope. And I would tell people, man, to make sure if you come out, just make sure you have your mask on, because if you don't have a mask or a shield, we won't even allow you to come in. Cabarrus Brewery is not going to allow you to come in. So you have to bring a mask, and I think they will have some they will be providing, but those are the stipulations that we must follow in order to be able to do it, and that's what we will follow.
Man, that's beautiful, man. And it's cool that the fact that you thought enough about people. You weren't just thinking about, hey, I need to launch this series. You were thinking about the health and welfare of the people that would attend. And you went as far as communicating with the state health department to ensure that, one, this is something that we can do, and find out what can we do and do it safely to keep people healthy. So that was beautiful, man. That says a whole lot about you. And the reality of it is, man, an event like this, like I said, is timely. And it gives people an opportunity to get out of the house, get some sunshine, listen to some Afro beats and soca. I mean, just even think about how once your state changes into joy, we know that the emotion of joy, elevated emotions like joy, and when you feel love and connection because you're laughing, you're enjoying the company of people, those connections, that communication, that triggers a favorable immune response. People don't understand love, connection boosts the immune system, whereas isolation makes you feel depressed and it compromises the immune system. So your event can come at a better time. Afro beats. And look, music. How powerful is music in and of itself? People can dance if they want.
That's right.
People gonna, talk about some of the types of, and look, this is really for the vendors. Vendors come out. Now, have you filled up? Are you close to capacity, or is there still room for vendors, vegan vendors to participate?
Absolutely. There's still room for vegan vendors that can participate. We have a good selection of vegan foods that will be out there. We will have Vigo out there. Chef Akil will be out there. We will have ZZ's out there. ZZ's going to be there. We have Doggone Vegans. She brings a crowd. Oh My Soul will be there out of Noda. Matter of fact, we are the first one to be able to bring them out and actually do a vegan event in Charlotte. We will be the first ones to have them out there, and they're very, very excited to come. We have Lotus Land Eats that's going to be out there. We have Sunburger Vegan Cuisine that's going to be out there, and I'm probably missing some more, man. But
Chef TR with
Yep,
the
Chef
most,
TR. Chef TR.
look, let me tell you something. I've been vegan for 32 years. I've had vegan cheesecake from around the country. I had vegan cheesecake in Atlanta, couple spots in Atlanta. I've had vegan cheesecake in Dallas, Texas. I've had
Yes.
vegan cheesecake in Anaheim. I've had vegan cheesecake in Los Angeles at different vegan spots. But Chef TR's uncheesecake, by far, I'll just say this. I'm gonna make it simple. I'm gonna make it plain. If Michael Jordan wasn't a ball player but was a chef, a vegan chef, and he made raw vegan cheesecake, that would be the product he produced because she has a gift. I've had some really good and delicious cheesecake, but Chef TR's uncheesecake, without a doubt, can easily be sold at the Cheesecake Factory and people would not know it was a vegan cheesecake.
Absolutely.
So it's so many reasons why people should come out this coming Sunday. This, to me, in my estimation, this is one of the most important, if not the most important event of 2020 to take place in the Charlotte area.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
we started the year January, February, and March came, Corona came. So right when you hit that pre-spring cycle where people would naturally start to have events, boom, that's all shut down. So this is really the first real event in this area, and probably one of the only events in the nation that has we can say this is a concert. We can say it's a vegan festival because of all the food vendors. It's an opportunity to go from feeling isolated to get out of the house, put on our mask, be amongst people. You can give an elbow hug.
That's right.
You can wear gloves if you want. Whatever, people have varying levels of certainty and fear. So no matter where you are, you know you got to wear a mask to even participate in this event. Come out and have some fun. You're deserving and worthy of it. It's time to go from fear into faith, because faith has a function in our biology that fortifies our immune system.
That's right.
Fear is an emotion that's immunosuppressive. It's immunocompromising. So when your intention is to have fun, when your intention is to come out this Sunday, the Vegan Vibe Marketplace Series. Man, I'm proud of you, man. I appreciate
it, man.
I'm proud of you because we have a history. We go way back, and it's funny because I of course, you know, we're in touch every day, and I actually had a vivid recall.
Oh yeah,
at Ballet Total Fitness when you were there with your brother-in-law, and that came through. And I remember how you looked then, and of course, I know how you look now. And because you are plant-based and vegan, and you're true to it, you, like myself, have been ageless. So, you know, it's been fun and amazing, bonding, training together, working out. We've been hitting it. The last 3 weeks.
Oh man, yeah, we've been hitting it, bro. We've been hitting it, man.
And you know, traditionally people say iron sharpens iron, but I like to say light amplifies light in this case. And,
powerful.
I want to ask you another question because so many people are probably wondering where this event is going to take place. Where is this event going to take place? The series this coming Sunday.
It will take place at the Cabarrus Brewery Company of Concord, North Carolina. Concord, North Carolina is where I'm originally from. And it's actually the brewery's like right around the corner from where I grew up. It used to be a big old lake, like a mill place over there. And my grandmother used to take us there. We used to go fishing, catching crawdads, messing with snakes, all types of stuff. Me and my childhood friends. So we wanted to bring it back to Concord because we wanted to show the love that's been shown to us, me and my sister growing up from there, and all the elders that took care of us and helped to raise us, and to the man and woman we are today. Um, so it's gonna be at Cabarrus Brewery, and I want to make something clear. It's 329 McGill Avenue. You can't miss it. When you come up, somebody trying to call like that. When you come up, McGill, you'll see a big old water. It's gonna be a big old water tank, and it's gonna say Cabarrus. It's gonna say Cabarrus Avenue on it. Cabarrus Brewery on it. You won't miss it. To the right hand side is just put it in your GPS and it'll show up. But I want to mention something about how we will deal with the shoppers that will go in to do what they have to do with buying food and getting product. We're going to have wristbands, and these wristbands are going to allow a certain amount of people to come in. So we'll have, let's say, yellow, red, and blue. So we may say with the yellow, we may say, all right, yellow, it's time for you guys to go in. When yellow goes in, yellow will go in and they will be in for about 40 to 45 minutes. Then yellow will come out, and then we'll allow red to go in, and then we'll allow blue to go in, because we can't have everybody all in the vending area at the same time in order to be able to keep the social distancing and to keep the amount of people at a rate that people will feel secure and safe. Mm-hmm. After that, when you come out, you can go sit down, you can congregate, you can sit and eat, you can go into the bar area or whatever you like to do, but we'll keep rotating that each and every 45 minutes. So you'll hear it on the loudspeaker and things of that nature. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man, I appreciate hearing the fact that it's so well planned, so well thought out, and thought out with the intention of ensuring that people can come out and enjoy themselves. Mm-hmm. And because of the way you have just explained, supporting social distancing, it's going to make people feel that much more comfortable, where they can just enjoy themselves, knowing that we're observing the social distancing protocols, that which has been laid down at the national level as well as the state level. So that's a beautiful thing, man. You know, that puts people's minds at ease. They can eat, they can have fun, they can, just I see people out there dancing, man. I got a feeling that,
oh yeah.
I get the impression, part of your vision, I almost get the impression that you're creating like a concert like vibe. Would that be?
Yeah, absolutely. But this time around, we're gonna do it a slight bit differently, because we dealt with so many artists last time. We're scaling back on the amount of artists. So we're gonna have one artist, and then the rest will be DJ playing DJ music for this time around, because we had to scale back because of the COVID situation. Now, after this is lifted and they say, okay, you can go back to doing the regular thing. That's the reason why I went from Vegan Vibe Music Series to Vegan Vibe Marketplace Series, because technically you can't do anything that has emphasis on music in North Carolina, because that's not what they're allowing people to do. So we had to make it Vegan Vibe Marketplace Series in order to do that and scale back on the amount of artists and things of that nature. So yeah, but yeah, man, we ready to rock, man. We're gonna have the DJs on ones and twos, and people will be dancing. They'll be enjoying themselves. You know, a DJ always know what to play. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, look,
yeah,
this is I tell you what, run it down for folks one more time. The Vegan Vibe Marketplace Series will be taking place when?
It would be taking place July 19th until August 16th. It will be 5 Sundays in a row, and it'll go from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And so we will do different genres of music. So we will have a jazz selection. We will have an alternative selection. You get where I'm coming from? So this one is Afro beats and soca. So that's the first one. Then we'll go so on. As long as the governor of North Carolina allows this to keep going, or allows he doesn't shut anything down, it will continue to go. And I again stress the fact that the brewery, Cabarrus Brewery, they have been doing food truck Fridays ever since the second phase opened. So I've had a chance to go there and to see the crowd. So Concord is what Concord is. They get a lot of support for that, and they have kept it going. And something else is very good about that, Shabaka, as well. We learned that the owner, one of them, deals with virus control. That's one of their professions. So they know and actually deal with the numbers. They understand what's going on. So that also gave us a lot more, comfortability. Because my sister, shoot, man, probably 2 days ago when she was like, Morathi, this would be great, but do you think we should move forward with it based off of what's going on? I said, well, sis, I understand exactly what you mean, and I hear you out sincerely. Let's go there. Let's sit and talk with the owners, because there was actually an event actually going on when we went there. They did another like type of festival on the 11th. So we went there to see how the setup was, and that's where you saw me do the video, giving the rules and regulations, saying okay how things would go and how we would have to coordinate things if people were going to come out. So we're very, very much confident now and ready to move forward.
Amen. That is beautiful, man. It's basically going to give people an opportunity to relax. They can come out, they'll have their mask. Everybody wear your mask.
Mm-hmm.
There's even a protocol for vendors, the vendor
right.
space, which is wonderful and beautiful. What types of food? You name some of the vendors, and everybody knows about the Uncheesecake will be in the house this coming.
Absolutely.
Day. What types of vegan foods can people expect to partake in and indulge and just enjoy?
Okay. Well, Doggone Vegans, man. If you never heard of Chef Mao and Doggone Vegans, she makes. First of all, her spirit is so beautiful. And one of the reasons why I would say her food is so good because of how her spirit is. Her and her fiance came up with Doggone Vegans, man, and it's taken off. And she has something called the Tiki Tiki Dog. The Tiki Tiki Dog is a vegan dog that they have. I mean, they got so much sauce and chilies and things on top of it, man. It is absolutely amazing. And then they have the shrimp po' boy burger that has vegan shrimp on it with the Beyond Meat burger. Then you have Lotus Lands. She does a lot of vegan soul foods. Vigo, the food truck, man. He does the fish and chips. Like it's like a fish. No, it's a fish tacos that they do. Amazing.
Isn't he Chef Joya's brother?
Yeah, he's Chef Joya's brother.
Ooh, so
he's bad with it, boy. Him and his wife, they're bad with it. They got a food truck now, man.
Wow. I have not had his food, but he is a great promoter.
Yes.
If he's any family member of Chef Joya's, which he
is,
that's Chef Joya's brother, for a fact that cooking runs in the family.
Absolutely.
Their mom, because I interviewed Chef Joya, and Chef Joya told me the history of how she was impacted and influenced. Her culinary gifts were basically passed down and transmitted from grandmother to her mother to her, and of course the brother. So the fact that he's going to be there, I'm looking forward to having his food because I've never had his food, and that's going to be tremendous. That's going to be tremendous. Are there any other types of foods you want to name and identify that they can expect to experience?
Man, Oh My Soul. I mean, Oh My Soul is just oh my good, and they are out of they're originally out of South Africa, and that's how we connected because I lived, as you know, I lived in Africa for 11 years, from 2006 to 2017, and I lived some of that time was down in South Africa. And they whenever I found out they were from South Africa, some people had already told them about me, and it was like, hey, has Morathi Howie come over to taste your food? He tells a lot of people where to come and get food from. And so we finally connected, man, and it was the bond that we have is based on the fact that we both lived in South Africa. And so, but their food is amazing, and I've been promoting them. I keep getting phone calls at the wrong time.
What happens whenever you go on live? That's when everybody talk, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Next time I do that, but I meant to just put do not disturb. But anyway, they have their food is amazing, and they bring a lot of flavor to their food. And it's it's Richard, Jake, and Talulu, and their sister and two brothers. And their food is amazing. They're out in Noda, and they're down. They're gonna be there, man. If I'm skipping somebody, man, for Sunburger vegan cuisine, Jamaican vegan food. They're bad. They're bad. And ZZ's,
Ital vegan.
Ital vegan. Yeah. And you know ZZ's, man. ZZ's, he's another a puller. You know, ZZ was there at where Veltree was before Veltree got there. He used to have that place. And he's gonna have that Philly cheese steak. Philly chicken sub out there, and man, he does another one. Man, just come. If you've never experienced a lot of different vegan foods, this is the time to come to be able to experience it. If you have any questions about, okay, well, I heard about this V word or this plant-based word, let me see what it's about, because everybody keeps talking about it. This would be the one that you would want to come out to.
Absolutely, and much love and respect to the brother. Is it Chef Mur, right?
Yeah, yes, Murraw.
I'm talking about the brother who, the brother that used to have the spot before Veltree moved in.
Okay, yes, ZZ, that's the name, Z.
ZZ's, the ZZ's.
Yeah.
What's his name, Chef?
Z. Yeah, he goes by ZZ. That's his name.
So let me say something about him, because if I'm not mistaken, because see, it's important to, it's important to acknowledge the contribution that people have made. And it makes me think of the fact that, I'm one of the first plant-based fitness and vegan fitness persons, one of the first plant-based fitness individuals in the country and in the world. Charlotte's first plant-based and vegan personal trainer in the whole Carolinas, and one of the first in the country. So when I think of ZZ's, if I'm not mistaken, ZZ's was the first vegan food establishment in Charlotte.
Wow, that's amazing.
Because I placed an order at ZZ's as early as 2005 or 6.
Okay.
And this was before Living Kitchen opened up.
Yes.
So shout out to the brother. For some reason, I always thought his name was Chef Mur. But
yeah, okay.
Shout out to the brother, the ZZ's owner, for his contribution to this whole community, the vegan community in Charlotte, because if I'm not mistaken, his establishment, ZZ's, was the first vegan food establishment in Charlotte. And I think I'm accurate and correct in saying that.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing.
It'll be an honor for him to grace the event, to be present. And anything else you want to share with the people before we bring this amazing live to a close?
Yes, I would like to speak about one of the aspects of my company is I bring in superfood herbs from out of Africa. When I moved to Africa, I moved there and I found out the power of the African soil, because of all the natural resources underneath the ground. They speak about what's being stolen out of Africa, but they don't talk about what those natural resources, when gold, diamonds, platinum, copper, silver, when all of that comes together, they don't talk about what that does for the vegetation that grows on top. So the vegetation that grows on top, you don't even have to call it organic. It's just so nutrient dense. That's not even a word you got to use. You know it's organic. So I bring in superfoods. I bring in Moringa. I'm sure a lot of people may know about Moringa. Moringa fights over 300 diseases in the body, gives the body 18 amino acids, muscle recovery, memory recovery, libido enhancer. It alkalines the system out and attacks the bad and brings in the new. So I've been taking Moringa since 2006 when I discovered it in Africa. So I bring that here and I provide Baobab, a superfood fruit powder. I provide a flower called Butterfly PT Flower Tea. This flower is strictly for women and the female reproductive system. It reverses cysts, fibroids, excessive bleeding, bloating, cramping, hormonal disbalances, hot flashes. So it's very good for women. And I bring in an herb called Strongman Herb. This is for men. It's two of the strongest aphrodisiacs that come out of Africa. It strengthens the prostate, gets rid of any swollen prostates.
Keeps the flag strong.
Yeah, it'll take you from T'Challa to Black Panther overnight in bed and in the gym. Period. So I would consider myself a healer in the community, and I bring that in, and I'll have that out there at my booth. You'll be able to see it purchased, and you can also go online to THE. That's Thomas. Hello, Echo, VLC, Victor, Love, Cat, shop.com, VLCshop.com, and you'll see everything I'm about on my website. So yeah, man, and come out, man. Come out, have a good time, and we'll make sure you're okay.
And I wanna just add to what he just shared by saying that I take his product as a matter of fact. Give me a second. So, when it comes to God's biology, you all know I don't play around. I don't play around with what God has given me. So if I put something in my body, you best to believe I've done the research. I understand the intricacies and the nuances of its nutrient density, its mineral profile, its vitamin profile, its phytonutrient profile, its overall healing impact. So if I buy this man's product, you can rest assured it's for a reason and for a purpose that has to do with me being able to live in a state of biological wealth. What I put in my body supports my goal of achieving metabolic health. So this is Moringa right here. And you can't.
Yeah, that's actually the baobab. Is that your orange?
Because of the transition in the broadcast, we can't see the green, but I am holding.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
This is the baobab.
Now I can see the difference in the color. Okay. Yeah.
And this is the Strongman. So, here again, Charlotte's first plant-based and vegan personal trainer and nutrition performance coach. Rest assured that I can attest to his products, and we'll even have to do another show where we
can go in more depth
and talk about the importance of African Americans taking the Plant-Based Day Pledge, which is started with a vision that God had given me, a vision of a day or period of time in which African Americans would be participating in creating their own new health story. It's so important. Your products, my programs online, from the Plant-Based Loser Challenge to now the Plant-Based Day Pledge, the public health demonstration encouraging African Americans nationwide to adopt a plant-based eating style is a step towards public health success and a stand against food slavery. So we'll have to do a show so people can understand and take the Plant-Based Day Pledge. And a part of that pledge, people get to benefit from the meal plans I've created for 22 years. My whole background, my credentials, and my successes in helping people transform has been all around helping them experience biological wealth. Your products, the products that you provide, are obviously in alignment and in support of the Plant-Based Day Pledge, because
Yes.
there is plant-based foods, and then there are herbs. You know, you have the products that God released from trees, the Moringa tree leaf
That's
and
right.
the baobab tree. And the fact that this, and I don't know, well, he said it, but I'm going to say it in a way so you all can get this. A lot of the Moringa is sourced from India.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you go to I think it's the CDC website or the NIH's website, it's either one of them. There's information about Moringa and its pharmacological, its health impact. So his Moringa is sourced from the African continent.
Mm-hmm.
And based off my research, the Moringa coming out of Africa is so much more nutrient dense than the Moringa coming from other continents. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have Moringa, you should be on Moringa. And if you need guidance as to how to go plant-based for the purpose, it's not where the Plant-Based Day Pledge is about the African American population. And so the vegan movements have been focused on animal ethics, animal welfare, and animal rights. And that's cool because animals are voiceless and they need humans to stand up and speak up for them so that other
That's
humans
right.
won't keep violating and abusing them. But the Plant-Based Day Pledge, this whole movement in support of African Americans not showing up at the cemetery early because of what I call food side, because of food slavery is important. So him and I will have to do a show dedicated to that so that African Americans, we help more and more African Americans adopt a plant-based eating style. They can take the Plant-Based Day Pledge. They can become part of the Plant-Based Day Pledge community. They can get on Moringa, baobab, strongman, and what's that flower for the black woman?
That it's a game changer for women, man. It's called butterfly pea flower tea, and it's so beautiful. Actually, when you boil it, it's a beautiful, beautiful blue flower, and it's shrinking up because of the sun. You boil it, it turns a beautiful, beautiful blue. Then you add lemon to it or lime, it turns purple like the Black Panther elixir. It's something beautiful. A lot of women put it in a glass mason jar so they can watch it turn colors. They drink it, they love it. Feel good tea for them. Get some out of those depressing moods, hot flashes. It's a game changer for women. Yeah.
Name that flower one more time.
Butterfly pea flower tea.
Okay.
Butterfly pea flower tea. And the scientific name of it is called the Clitoria ternea tea. When this flower is budded, if you've ever seen a chart where it shows different parts of the earth that looks like different parts of our bodies, like the carrot, inside the carrot looks like the carrots, the eye retina. They say carrots are good for the eyes. If you cut a tomato open, a tomato looks like the heart valves. A tomato is good for the heart. So the creator, with the infinite knowledge of the creator, knew for us to go back into the earth for our nutrition because he made everything to mirror our bodies. So the butterfly pea flower, the flower, when it buds, it looks like the female clitoris, and it's called the Clitoria ternea tea. So when you look it up, you look up the butterfly pea and you look at the flower when it's budded, it looks just like the female clitoris, and it's good for the female reproductive system. So yeah, it's a game changer.
I just pulled it up, man, and goodness gracious. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh man, what a flower. What a beautiful flower. And I'll
Yeah, absolutely.
leave it at that, folks. So look, we'll have to do a show dedicated to the Plant-Based Day Pledge and make sure we can get all of the folks that enroll when we do this thing live, we can get them on your products and tell people where they should go one more time to place an order.
You go to thevlcshop.com. My company is Vegan Love Culture, means going back into the earth for our healing, for our health, to unite the human families. So Vegan Love Culture is my company, and the website is thevlcshop.com. thevlcshop.com.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I tell you what, good brother, like I said, we will definitely plan out another show. And I thank you for putting together such an amazing event. Folks, you heard it, this coming Sunday from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., Vegan Vibe Marketplace Series, vegan food, music, connection, say no more isolation, wear your mask, come to have fun. And over the next 5 weeks, you can come back again and again.
That's right.
Starting this coming Sunday. Brother Morathi Howie, I thank you for your time. Thank you for this event. And I want to thank the viewers for watching. And make sure you show up this coming Sunday because, oh my God, this is going to be so much fun. We deserve it.
Can I say one more thing right quick?
Absolutely.
If you're interested in vending, okay?
Yes.
You will be able, if you go onto my page, Morathi Howie on Facebook, my page is public. You will see where it's been advertised and you will see the website on there, okay? You can just go on my page, go public, and you'll see the website somewhere on there. I'll repost it again on my page. Also, I will be out at the Cabarrus Brewery tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. If you want to be a potential vendor, I will be there, and I'll be there to walk the vendors that have already registered. And if you come out and you want to be a potential vegan-friendly vendor of products or food, you meet me out there between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. tomorrow. We'll get you registered, and we'll go from there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. If time permits, we may come on live again Friday. But make sure you share this broadcast so that folks can know what's happening. This is a very important event. This series is about joy. This series, Siri thought I called on her, but I said this series and series. But this is a series. Could you try again? You hear Siri. This series, I got to make sure my enunciation is right. This series is something that we all need, we all deserve. It's time for us to live again, live in joy. We can be and take precautions and live cautiously and wisely, and above all, adopt the whole foods plant-based diet. Much love and respect to you, Morathi. On behalf of all the people who will be in attendance, thank you for putting this event together for all of us, because it come at a better time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on, Shabaka, man. You already know we got to hit the gym tomorrow, so you already know what that is. So, so ladies and gents, thank you for tuning in. And I always say, good health is true wealth. You can have all the money in the world, you can have all the materialistic things in the world, but if you don't have your health, you will not be here long enough to enjoy them. And I like nice things. I love nice things. But this body right here is priceless. So I will spend on my body before I spend on a materialistic thing. So what this brother is doing with the plant-based challenge, there shouldn't even be even a doubt of, okay, let me spend for my internal body, for my organs. So Shabak, I appreciate what you're doing, man. And I'll see y'all out on Sunday.
Thank you, good brother. Thanks for joining. And we will be there in the house.
All right, bro.
You heard it, folks. And we'll catch up a little bit later and lay out a time, and we'll be en route tomorrow morning back.
That's right, man.
We needed a rest day, actually.
Yeah. All right, no doubt, man.
You got a lot to do.
All right, peace.
God bless. So, folks, what a great show. You know what's happening. You know what's going on. You see it. It's right behind me. Oh, I don't want to block it. Let me get over. July 19th through August 16th from 1 to 7. Come on out. It's going to be amazing. Oh, my goodness. Afro beats and soca, food, the rich flavors of vegan food, vegan family, and even non-vegan family members. Come on out. This is about people. This is about us. So look, I look forward to seeing you there. And if time permits, we may come on live one more time prior to Sunday, just so that for those who don't catch this, but let's ensure that people find out about this event. Please share this broadcast. Share it far and wide. Let's have a good time this Sunday. I look forward to meeting you all. Take care. Enjoy the remainder of your Wednesday. Peace and love.